Well, hello, soul family. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is our March Moon Energy check-in. I am so excited. Happy March to everyone. Happy March 1st. It is March 1st, 2024 as I am recording this, and it is such a beautiful day. It's kind of cloudy, but it's warm and it's a nice day. So, yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, it is March. So, we are going to read about the March moon energy from our Moon Energy book, A Practical Guide to Using Lunar Cycles to Unleash Your Inner Goddess by Stephanie LeFranc, illustrated by Vic O. So, we are up to the marvelous month of March. So, let's let's see. I put a little bookmark in there. Okay, there we go. So let's get right into it. So March is the month of revival. Revival. So the March full moon is about rebirth, which, yeah, totally sounds about right. And the March new moon is about intuition. So yeah, I'm super excited for those moons to come up. Let's see, we just barely had a full moon, so the new moon will be the first one that we read about. But yeah, I'm excited to get there and read about it. So you'll have to tune back in to those particular readings. So all of these readings are intended to be timeless, meaning whichever March you are watching this in, the energy still applies. So yeah. All right. So March is the month, the energy of revival, as I said before. Oh, let's see. Revival, which definitely is sounds about right because March is when springtime comes in and the spring equinox. So everything starts to come back to life. So let's read about this beautiful month of March. So March is the witch's moon, the crow and sap, the beginning of the cycle. This full moon is the last cold moon of the season and carries all of the innerness of winter as well as the promise of spring's rebirth. The seeds you have kept safe for several months are now ready to be planted. She is sometimes called the sap moon because she is in symbiosis with the new season that is arriving. The March full moon is also called the crow moon. In Wicca, the crow symbolizes the magic of existence and the cycle of birth and death. Working with this moon leads you to ask questions about the notion of rebirth in your own life at a time when you are undergoing a profound and significant internal transformation. The crow, linked to the air element, brings distance and height that allow you to see situations in their entirety, accept the past, and anticipate the future. The crow moon leads you down the path to healing, and you may need a time of isolation while you confront your fears and courageously cross through areas of darkness to reach awakening. The crow is a protective figure in many cultures and announces the arrival of danger, but can also be a messenger of hope and a traveler carrying light through the darkness. Beneath the light of the crow moon, in your space of contemplation, ask for her protection and ask yourself, how do I want to begin this new cycle? What past strength do I need to move forward, and what would I like to leave behind? Amazing. The March pagan festival, Ostara, Spring Equinox Sabbat, March 21st. The equinox takes place on March 20th or 21st, depending on the year, and marks the return of light. After the winter season, a time of interiority and being inside. The forces of nature emerge from the depths. The earth is reawakened. Sap, sap rises in the trees and plants, and the songs of birds resound more powerfully than before. This passage of time carries fertility and creativity. Intentions set during the dark retreat of winter take on meaning and shape. By stepping through this energetic portal, you enter the season of spring that your body has been preparing to welcome for several weeks now. The equinox symbolizes awakening and is the epitome of the very season that it ushers in. The pagan, the pagan festival of Ostara has always been used to celebrate this time of year and its perfect equilibrium between light and dark, day and night. The masculine yang and the feminine yin are also equally powerful at this time. It is a period of harmony symbolized by air and wood, and its color is green. Ostera, whose Germanic etymology is a reference to the east, is also linked to the Anglo-Saxon goddess Oster, later leading to words like Easter and East. The egg, a symbol of birth and life in many cosmologies, is also associated with this festival. Learning to recognize these energies will help you choose the right time to put the ideas you have formed over the past 6 months into action. The seed ritual. Okay. You will need a sheet of paper, a pen, a potted plant, and some seeds. Open your sacred space by mindfully connecting to the four elements: air, fire, water, and earth. Focus on your breathing. Trace a vertical line down the center of the paper. On the left side, write down what you would like to leave behind using positive affirmations. On the right side, write down what you would like to see grow and blossom, what you would like to develop. Begin each sentence with, I ask for the birth of, or I ask for fertility for. When you have finished, take a seed for each of your affirmations, place the seeds in the middle of the paper and fold it. Leave the paper in contact with the earth under a pot or buried in the ground in a small bag if you have a yard until the next full moon. Close the sacred space. At the next full moon, open your sacred space and look at your sheet of paper again. After rereading your affirmations, burn the paper and plant the seeds in the ground. Then close the circle. Wow. Okay. So the March plant spirit is dandelion. Sounds about right. So the names, the dandelion, Taraxacum officinale, is also known as the pissabed, lion's tooth, dog posy, shepherd's clock, golden florin, monk's head, and mole's salad. It grows wherever it can find a small corner of grass along a road, on the edge of forests, in fields, meadows, and yards, marshes, and in cities near cracks in the asphalt. Properties. The dandelion helps cleanse the body after it has accumulated toxins during the winter and acts specifically on the liver. Its diuretic properties are evidenced by its pissabed, common name, and it also facilitates digestion. This time of year is perfect for using it in a tincture with other plants like stinging nettle, elderberry, or meadowsweet. It resonates with springtime energies because it supports metabolic awakening and brings balance. Wow. Symbolism. As a spring plant, the dandelion embodies the life force because it grows even in harsh conditions. It is linked to the cycle of life, rebirth, and death because its leaves are eaten in the spring and its roots are pulled up at the end of summer. In spring, its flower, a serrated crown with a deep and luminous yellow color, worthy of its lion's tooth name, represents the sun. In autumn, its downy and filmy white fruits symbolize the moon. Its appearance during the latter season resembles a crystal ball, and we often call upon its power of divination spontaneously by blowing on it to see how many years we'll have to wait to get married, how many children we will have, or some other encrypted response. The dandelion is connected to the air element and used to serve as an offering to the goddess. It was also used to develop dream capabilities and strengthen powers of clairvoyance. Wow. The March feminine archetype is Artemis, the free and independent woman. Artemis, the Greek goddess of hunting, is one of the major moon goddesses. Along with Hecate, the darkest of the moon goddesses, and Selene, who represents the moon in full bloom, she is one of the three faces of the lunar woman. Artemis is linked to the wild world and draws from it its strength and vibrancy. As a virgin goddess, she watches over births, young children, and young women in particular. She symbolizes movement, action, freedom, and an untamable spirit that is often associated with the Amazon women who always used bows and arrows. She is depicted as a young and athletic woman with a crescent moon above her forehead. She is the goddess of initiations. Jungian psychoanalyst Jean Shinodin Bolin describes her as a guide for the sacred feminine who embodies the emergence of the activist woman in feminist thought. The warrior goddess. Let's not forget that March carries the name of a warrior god. This is why the energies this month require us to reveal our potential as fighting women. Like the young shoots in spring that have to pierce the cold earth to reach the sky, no goddess but Artemis better personifies this passionate energy, vigor, and thirst for life. Like Artemis, dare to become this powerful bear woman, strong-willed, solitary, connected to the earth and the cycles of nature, and courageous and strong enough to fight against adversity. This goddess is characterized by her need for sisterhood and her concern for equality in relationships with men. Artemis and Apollo, her twin brother, represent two faces of the same coin, the moon on one side and the sun on the other. You carry these two energies within you and can use them to become a woman who is both a conqueror and a sensitive being. From an alliance with Artemis, by invoking her during your rituals and meditations, she will be able to guide your impulses and balance your masculine and feminine energies. You will, thanks to her, awaken the ancestral wisdom that is buried within you, strengthen your will, and cultivate your independence. Wow. Oh, can't show that one, huh? But yeah, amazing. March is a very powerful month, and I've been feeling the energies of the masculine and feminine balance strongly lately. And in one of the weekly reviews that I did just last week or the week before, there was like affirmations that came out that were masculine and feminine that were just equally balanced. And so, yeah, this is a beautiful month, a powerful month, a month for us to awaken ourselves, step into a new version of ourselves. So the seeds that we planted during the winter or, within us are now it's time for them to emerge, and it's time for them to start, growing and shifting us in whatever aspect we need to be shifted in. So amazing. So happy March, beautiful people. I hope you all found something that you resonate with. And if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate it. So, with that, I love you all so very much. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.